Okay, so let me ask you this question. Like, okay, let's say you're at the dinner table, all right,
Fuck.
and fall asleep. Head is going crashing towards the table, right? What food is the best to land in? I think
Mashed taters.
mashed potatoes. Why?
'Cause it'll protect your protect your neck.
Protect your neck. But dude, like, okay, mashed potato. It's a good answer. Fluffy. I get it.
Okay,
But
let me think about it though.
yeah, okay.
Best okay,
Pancakes.
let me think. Well,
Pancakes.
okay.
A
Pancakes. Wait,
stack of
oh, okay.
pancakes. Because mashed potatoes, you hit it, they're gonna spread out, and you're just gonna bang your head on. You're gonna be fucking busting your balls on the fucking table there. You know your head's just gonna get hit.
Yeah, maybe I'm trying to.
Oh, okay. Trying to go out.
Um,
Can't beat pancakes. I know. I took it. It's the
y-
best one.
yeah, well, yeah, that's pretty good. Have you ever played Resident Evil 2?
The remake.
Was there a lady in red and white and black?
Ada
No, Elza.
in a motorcycle suit.
Yes.
Okay, so she was there was going to be it's like Resident Evil
College student.
2.5 or 1.5 or something like that. That they were making before Resident Evil 2. So she was like gonna be the character and stuff like that, but then they changed it to Claire. So there's actually some um emulation that you can get that has it playing as her. I think it's called like Resident Evil 2.5, I think. I think.
So I sent you the PDF for the Game Pro magazine.
1.5. 1.5. It's Resident Evil 2 prototype,
It
which was
shows,
abandoned in 97.
yeah, it shows a sneak preview of Resident Evil 2. So it shows like screenshots of it a quarter of the way done, and it shows Leon in a white shirt and jeans,
Oh yeah.
and this chick Elza Walker,
Yeah.
who is a college student.
That sounds about right.
It looks pretty cool.
Sounds about right. All these ads, bro. Oh wow.
You
Oh
talk about this
wow.
magazine, dude. It
Yeah,
is
talking about the magazine.
wild.
It is. Oh, Spot Goes to Hollywood. I played that. I played that. Power
So
Slave. Yeah. We'll look at this, and it's glad that you got this, and it's also glad that everybody tuned in. Hello, everybody.
whoa,
Welcome to the
hello.
show. So we're looking at this Game Informer from '96 here. Let's see if I can transition over
The
to
99th
the
issue 99.
to the show and tell scene. See if we can't show that. Let me hide my my stuff over here to the sides.
What I do.
Yeah, 96 Game Informer. So here's the thing. Boy, howdy. Don't I know it? Oh Lord, have mercy.
Don't you know it?
Um,
We actually live? We actually live?
yeah, we're actually. I've been recording for a little while now. Actually, yeah, I've been.
Okay.
I just
Oh,
kind of
yeah.
press record on everything and kind of just going here.
That's what I like to see.
So everybody,
Hello.
welcome to the show. You might have noticed that was a different intro, and you might be all like, "What is this about?" Because I know I am. So I'll have Leon explain it. Wow, look at this awesome magazine. 96.
Hello. So it's been a while.
Been a
It
very
has
long
been.
time.
Man, I didn't
Been
even
a
like get my
while.
since I.
Yeah.
Oh man. As of recording, the Jonas Brothers is announced a new album that just came out a couple days ago. Never mind. It just showed up on my Spotify.
That is so we are in the darkest timeline, I guess.
We are. We're in the timeline where Link died trying to fight Ganon.
Oof.
It's not that bad, really. Um, no, so we're kind of changing it up a little bit. Um, we're having a little bit more of a purpose, I guess you could say. We're starting it off with this little format where Tim and I will be playing a random game every week or every episode, I should say.
Yep.
And we don't really have a big choice on whether or not we stay with it, unless if it's like a giant long RPG, or if it's literally like unplayable, or if it's like yeah. Unfortunately, this game is like as close to unplayable as you can get.
Yeah.
Without
So
it
yeah,
being
yeah.
unplayable.
It's just horrible. But we you came to me with this idea of changing up the format, and I was like, yes, God, yes. We were doing the entertainment news, talking about the stuff like that. But then in our last previous episodes, you might have noticed that we were getting further away from it. We may have talked about it a little bit, but we kind of just because it's hard to keep up with entertainment news, let alone trying to track down the stuff that we like and what we want to talk about. It gets very few and far between. And so this format of just like, hey, we're gonna get a random game and we're just gonna play it and review it and talk about it. We may have some new stuff that pops up, like the Jonas Brothers doing some stuff. You know, who knows? But no, I love this. I love this idea. I loved it. And
Awesome.
I want to point out real quick, um, this ad here in in it shows a lady and it says nothing to do in this Game Pro issue 99 from December 1996.
I used
It
to
says
have this
nothing
issue.
to do, and then you scroll down and it says squeeze it. Still Harninger.
I think it's Harbinger.
And then probably. And then it goes smoke it. Necrodome.
Squeeze it,
Thrust it.
smoke it,
Starwinder.
bop it,
Slam it. Daredevil Derby.
twist
Get it. MindscapeGames.com. And it
Oh,
shows.
that's what this ad was for.
Yes.
Did you subscribe to this magazine?
Game Informer, not well. Maybe.
Game Pro, it was like pretty popular for like their tips, like game pro tips. The rating system was like 1 to 5 with like the dude's face. Like if it was a 5, it was like super like red with like hair.
I think I might have had it. I think I might have had it with my Funko Land membership. I think, which Funko Land then became EB Games, or then it became GameStop.
Okay.
You know, and then it was just Game Informer. I think I started getting Game Informer.
I think Game Informer was more GameStop.
GameStop thing, yeah.
I think that was their thing mostly, yeah.
Because I remember having some Game Pros back in the day, but mostly it came around to getting. Oh no, I'm sorry, I'm so wrong. I was getting Game Informers, but Game Pro was the magazine that I would get every now and again when I went with my mom to like Kroger's and would go to the magazine section and see them, because sometimes in some of those Game Informer or Game Pro magazines that were there, they would have
Cranial Crunch
discs. They would have demo discs.
Yeah.
And some of them. So getting those and having the demo disc would be freaking sweet. But yeah, those are the ones I would get. And then Game Informers would be sent to the house.
Man, I gotta look, and like they might be at my mom's house in the garage, but I had a stack like this big of freaking.
I had
Game Pro.
binders full. Binders. I mean, like,
Yeah. Like
binders
I used to
full.
have this issue.
Oh, yeah? I mean,
Yeah. Like, because my brother's friend just gave me a giant stack of Game Pros. He was like, "Here, I don't want them anymore."
I don't want to play with these anymore.
I was like, "Oh, dude, nice."
I mean, that's the one way to get them. Well, hands down. No, yeah, no. Yeah, I remember reading some of these. Um, yeah, but I just was in Game Informer time because Game Informer would come out with Game and Farser, and it'd be an issue or so where it was just like making fun
Oh,
of some things or fake news
yeah.
and
Game Pro had a Lame Pro.
Lame Pro. Okay, all right,
Yeah, I remember. Game and Farser.
yeah.
Man, this
So
is so
same
cool.
thing.
I was looking through this over the weekend and I was
This is a
like,
blast from the past right here.
dude, these ads, like the ads for games back then were so cool.
I mean, yeah,
Like look at that. 26 have been given life and 26 will take it away.
oh
Like
yeah,
Mortal Kombat trilogy, dude. Like, yes.
right. It's just amazing and how much is just ads versus how much is actually you know actually talking about the stuff. Die Hard Arcade, all right, that was cool in the arcade systems. Cruising the
Wave
World,
Runner. A lot of these had like some like first games of series, you know?
mm. X-Men versus Street Fighter was great.
That was my favorite.
Let the butt kicking begin. Report to headquarters immediately.
But look at that
Blockbuster
price.
Vic
Rent an N64 and a game for 3 nights for $17.
with deposit.
That's beautiful.
So I remember going to GameStop or not GameStop, Blockbuster, and getting Banjo Kazooie, getting home, having to go had to convince my mom to take me back to Blockbuster because I needed to get the Pro expansion pack to slide into the top of the thing in order to open it up more so you could play those games like Perfect Dark, Banjo, not Banjo, but Donkey Kong 64 and things like that. And then returning the game, but not returning the expansion pack. The expansion pack. Which is just,
Jesus.
it's fun. So we have this here. Epic Ones, looking large in 97. Straight from the office of the developer, GamePro brings you an exclusive early look at Epic One, an inventive new action adventure game that'll rock your PlayStation next spring. But I keep pressing the wrong button. That's Oddworld.
Yeah. Good old Abe.
So this was before it was Oddworld Inhabitants, Epic One, starring Abe, formerly titled Soulstorm. CE3 explodes August. So, and then it was just called Abe Oddworld, Abe's Odyssey.
Yeah. Oh, wait. Whoa. Okay. Epic One. Abe's. Oh, wait.
Just
Odyssey?
Oddworld.
Oddworld.
Oddworld. Abe's Odyssey or Abe's Exodus. There's two.
Oddworld. Uh, wow. 1997.
Yeah. Should it just be called Oddworld or
Oddworld Abe's Odyssey.
the first one?
That is a first game in the planned 5-part Oddworld series.
Which I don't think they actually did. Well, I mean, they did Oddworld, Abe's Odyssey, then Abe's Exodus, and I
They
think
did.
there was Munch's Big Adventure, then Stranger Oddworld Stranger, something like that.
Yeah,
And
there's
then did they just come out with another one?
Odyssey, Exodus, Munch's Odyssey, Stranger's Wrath in 2005,
That's a shooter.
and then New and Tasty, which is a recreation of Odyssey,
So that doesn't count.
and then Soulstorm, which an expanded recreation of Exodus.
So those don't count. So four games. I don't count those because they're the same game. They just made them.
Right.
which people might hate me for that, but whatever.
Wow. I never played a single one before.
Mm.
I never played Oddworld.
They're fun.
Those two were cool.
They're sort of like Blackthorn, which I think I showed you a little bit of the other week. Um, where it was like you walk back and forth, you can hide in the shadows, and then pop out and shoot people. It was one of those same kind of platformy puzzle stealth type game things. Um, you know, but
Okay.
what I have to say is that if look at this character sketches, what comes to mind here is it says an alien conspiracy, a bizarre and brutal dimension, a deadly trap with only one chance for survival. Perfect
Mm.
weapon. The ultimate battle is the one you fight alone. Perfect weapon. 4 lethal alien attackers can gang up on you using first and only behavioral artificial intelligence. Take on 20 merciless alien species with over 100 martial arts moves. Explore over 1,300 rendered environments across 5 hostile worlds. Perfect weapon. May as
Speaking
well
of
end up.
perfect weapon,
Perfect weapon may very well end up as one of the most unique and exciting products to hit the PlayStation this year.
I didn't realize that that you were reading that from the thing. I thought you were going to say perfect weapon may very well be the worst game you have ever played.
I have reviewed over. Thank you, Greg Off, editor in chief of PS Extreme. I have reviewed over 1,000 games and have never seen anything like Perfect. Lawrence News, senior editor, GamePro, one of the first true 3D fighting games, next
Okay,
generation,
so hear
a
me out.
new dimension in gaming. They hawk this game up
Hear me
hard.
out.
Look at okay.
Those reviews on that ad, go back to them. They
Yes,
are 100% all true.
these are all true.
They're not saying it's a good game. They're just saying
You know what?
it may end up as one of the most unique and exciting products. It may end up like that. I have never seen anything like Perfect Weapon. He's not saying it's good. He's like, I've played over 1,000 games and nothing is like this.
You know what?
And one of the first true 3D fighting games. I mean, he's not wrong.
Here's the thing. Yeah, here's the thing that takes the cake for me on this ad too. Right here at the bottom, camera angles move as fast as you do.
I fucking hate this so much.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna get to our video game of this episode. If you haven't figured it out yet, it is a perfect weapon for the PlayStation 1, Windows 95, PC, made by Great Matter and published by ASC Games. So, who is Great Matter? You may ask. They're just a video game cover up in Ontario, Canada. They disbanded in '97. Fucking wonder why. Some of their games. Let's see. That may have
They
you may
made
know.
Techno Cop.
They made Techno Cop. They made WWF King of the Ring for the NES. They did Ren and Stimpy, SNES, Wayne's World on the SNES, NBA Action, Sega Saturn,
Holy shit.
Perfect Weapon on PlayStation, MS DOS, The Crow, City of Angels, PlayStation, Sega Saturn, and MS DOS.
Have you ever seen Techno Cop?
Techno Cop? I've seen Techno Viking. That's about it.
Techno Cop is like
It's Perfect Weapon, isn't it?
It was on Sega and it's like you kill everything.
You just kill and destroy.
And like half the screen on like the side scrolling levels is like just his hand. Like I want to send you a screenshot.
All right. You send me that here. While
It's
I talk more.
it's in general chat.
All right.
That's from the
General chat. Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
and you just
That's what that looks
kill
like.
people. When you shoot them, they like explode, and it's extremely violent. And then it goes to like racing scenes, not scenes, but like racing levels.
And what was
Um,
this on again?
NES, I believe.
NES.
Control Shift S. Control Windows S. I didn't know
Oh,
they
it
made
was
this.
on Sega Genesis in the 1990 for Technocop.
Yes, Genesis. Yeah.
Apple II, Amstrad CPC, Atari ST, C64, MS-DOS, ZX Spectrum, Amiga, Sega Genesis 19. Oh, okay.
Um,
Okay.
yeah.
Not bad. Not bad.
No, it's bad.
So Perfect Weapon, game we're talking about today, released November 21st, 1996 for PlayStation and February 1997 for Windows 95. Marketed as Tekken 2 meets Resident Evil.
I mean,
How could you go wrong, right?
it's not wrong. It is kind of a fighting game. But man, is it a bad fighting game.
So, the plot of Perfect Weapon is an Earth Defense Force, which you would not think about it, top agent and martial arts world champion, who we see him fight one person in the beginning cutscene, named Blake Hunter, is knocked out because, he's the world's greatest martial arts champion and top Earth Defense Force person that gets knocked out. And he gets taken away to an alien environment. And he has to explore his surroundings, fight for his life, and try to find his answers. I played about 20 minutes of this game and I stopped. I spent the first 15 minutes of the game trying to figure out how to move. It is
Oh, this
tank.
game's
Yeah.
horrible.
Yeah. It is tank control. All right. Like you would have back in the day with not Mortal Kombat, with Resident Evil.
Yeah,
It's
I mean,
true.
and that's why they were right. I mean, it is Tekken, which is a fighting game that you control each limb with. So the controls in Perfect Weapon is it's like square, triangle, X, and circle, and square and triangle control right and left arms. X and circle control your left and right legs. That is technically how Tekken controls. So
Technically.
there's no lies being told here.
Leon played more of it, and we actually have footage of it that we can show here, and we'll throw it up. And the thing about it is one, it's just god awful. And I don't know about you, but like the first level, there's 5 levels in this game. I think, like just 5. If I remember correctly. And the thing about it is,
as for my abductors,
that there's no direction given, right? It's like Elden fucking Ring. It's like you get dropped in, and he's just all like, "Oh, I gotta find some answer," and then go, my little summer child, go have fun. By the way, while you're trying to figure this out, your health is going down. Figure it out.
So I figured out you have to collect things in order for your health to stop going down.
Really?
Yes, I was reading a guide. I didn't get very much further than you. I mean, you saw how far I got.
Yeah.
We had to use some cheats. Possibly.
Oh yeah, we use cheat codes. Oh yeah, to make it better. Yeah. Hands down.
Yeah. Did we even beat the first level?
It crashed.
It crashed before we could even.
It crashed. Yeah, you got to the final boss. I guess it's the boss of the first level, and it crashed on you, and it was just like, well, we're not doing that shit again. We're not sitting through all that crap again. It's not happening.
Horrible. No way. Man, there are a couple like a thing that I like about this game.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of a couple things, and that's like the music is pretty much it.
Yeah.
I dig the music. I think it's pretty cool.
Place
That's kind of about it. I think I posted 1 or 2 tracks. This is like the first stage of the game. Does the music change when you fight?
Yeah, kinda.
Kinda.
Or like it kicks in to like that beat right there, you know.
Yeah. Okay.
So it kind of kicks in.
Yeah.
The soundtracks is pretty cool. I mean, if you go to the other stuff, soundtrack's pretty cool.
Yeah,
it's very minimalist though. There's nothing to it. It's just kind of like maybe if you had a.
It's got a cool like drum beat in the background. I like.
Yes. That it does.
Man.
And the thing about it, what makes it infuriating is that at this time when this game had came out, we looked at other games that came out in the 90s, other PlayStation games in the 90s.
1997.
Released in the 90s. And this is what makes me upset. Not the next. We don't need the top 10. We just need games that came out. Let's game controllers analyst.
97.
97. Yes.
Diddy Kong Racing, Castlevania Symphony of the Night, GoldenEye.
Yep. Let's see.
Another game that we were just talking about, Oddworld: Abe's Odyssey. That came out in 97. Mortal Kombat 4, Tomb Raider 2, Crash 2.
All right, we'll go with the 23 best 90s games. All right. Crash Bandicoot came out in 96, okay? More to the point, Tomb Raider came out in 96, so a whole year before this game that had full 3D environments and full control over your movements of where you're going. So, why use tank controls? Not only tank controls, but also using the same camera cuttings that they used in Resident Evil. You know, the stock still camera angles so that you move one direction, now you're looking at the side, and then you cut again, now you're looking from the top, and now you move again and you're cutting from the other angle. And it's jarring as hell when you're going to fight something and then you accidentally move into another part of the screen and the camera takes you a whole 160 degree angle different from where you were looking. And now you have no idea what's happening or who you're fighting. It's just weird.
Wow. Yeah.
It's just weird. I get
many good games, but
I can get why you use tank controls with the camera the way it is, right? It saves on resources. The same reason why Resident Evil is because you had your environments made and you had it stocked there. It made it look a little bit better. You could increase what the backgrounds looked like because you weren't fully animating them or rendering them there in that space, right? They're just a flat background, so you can make it look better. And then the camera adds more of a, how would you put it? More of a feeling of like, I don't know what's about to happen sort of scenario.
Yeah. A lot of times you're like running blindly.
Yes. And that kind of game doesn't need it. If you're trying to go for like a fighting game, you need to free up the camera. We need to see what's happening.
Especially when you put an enemy just outside of a scene transfer. Is that the? No, that's not the right word.
It's the
Uh,
camera train. The camera change.
a camera. Yeah, a camera change. It's horrible. Um,
It's like there's a fun, like there could be a fun game here, right? There could be.
I don't know. I wish.
You just have to redo the whole thing.
Yeah, pretty much.
I wish we had more to go off of. Honestly, like we would have to load it up and play it some more. I mean, at least I would
Wow,
have.
it's from the sound of it. It doesn't sound like it gets better. You know.
Right.
Um, yeah, I mean, there's really not much to say. Like it was almost unplayable.
It pretty much is. The hit detection
It
boxes
came
were
that
almost
way.
non-existent.
Oh God, that's right.
If you had smaller enemies on the screen, you legit had to crouch to hit them. Most of the time, you had to crouch and hit them with a kick for it to make a connection. Because the hit detections were just god awful. And I know some people might say like, "Oh, well, it makes sense if they're lower to the ground. You have to get lower to the ground." We get it. We understand, but
Maybe don't put those fucking enemies in the game.
yeah.
Maybe.
Or also, don't one of your buttons is legit assigned to fight. You cannot throw a punch. You cannot throw a kick unless you hold. I think like L1 or L2.
Yeah, something like that.
You have to hold a button to fight.
One of the shoulder buttons. Yeah.
Yes, and that's just ridiculous. When you have games like Tekken, which is a fighting game where if they're trying to emulate, um, or as you market,
Hold on a minute. Hold on a minute.
you didn't have to press a button. You didn't have to press a button for that.
Tekken Force.
Tekken 2,
But which Tekken was already out?
Tekken
Was
1.
was Tekken 3 out yet?
Tekken 1 was out. I don't think Tekken 2 came out in 97 or 3 because Tekken 2 came out in 95.
Tekken 3 in March 1997 was Tekken 3.
So this came out.
But the PlayStation version was 1998. Okay.
Okay.
Tekken had a 3D beat 'em up.
It did, didn't it?
Tekken Force.
It did. It did
I
have
think that's
that.
what it was called.
Yes, it was like a dungeon crawler type game, but it
Tekken
was
Force, a
fully
mini game.
3D.
Yeah.
Yes, it was fully 3D into the world, and you were able to move your shit around. Yes, and run and fight in the same thing, not having to. Yes, yes, it was 100%.
That was not bad. And that was a mini game.
Right, which shows that you could do it. People could say, well, it came out on PlayStation later, right? So, but it was already in the game in '97. I don't, I, you know, I don't get it. There's a lot of bad decisions that went into this game. I think is what it is. Even GamePro, whenever it finally came out, praised the game for the graphics. Which, if you saw the video, um, it's not good.
Yeah. You can pull up. Do you have that PDF still?
Yeah, I have the PDF.
It's in there. The actual review's in here.
Is it really? Let's check it
Page
out.
159, I think, or something like that.
159. All right.
Uh,
Hang on.
Maybe
It
not.
seems every ad tries to sell you a game with guts, more butts, more smut, and more nuts. How about more
Ha!
fun?
Nut. Maybe I was wrong. Hold on.
Might have been wrong. but we'll find.
It's in
We'll find.
here.
We'll find.
Yeah, go up a little bit. Those are the mini reviews. There we go. Keep going. I think Crazy Ivan.
Look at this fighting game that came out.
Is
Fighting
that
Vipers.
Flying
That was even
Vipers?
better.
Yo, was that JoJo's Bizarre Adventure?
It looks like it, doesn't it? It looks like
Look
it.
at
Yeah.
him. Tell me that ain't him.
Yeah, that kind of looks like that. Looks like JoJo. Looks like him.
I think it's
Bugsy,
Bubsy.
Mech Warrior 2,
You're in the right section.
Good, War of the
Namco, War of
Gym,
Gems.
Steel Harbinger. There it is. Proof that Z exists.
Time Commando. I think it'll show like Legacy of Kain, Blood Omen. That's reviewed in
Nice.
here as well. Perfect
Perfect
weapon. There it
weapon.
is.
All right. Let's take a look at this.
Yeah.
It says it's a great premise, but the gameplay is horrendous, slow, and stodgy. That's a good move. That's a good point.
Stodgy.
The moves are hard to do. Even running is a hit and miss chore. This is 100% true. 100% true.
I don't get it.
So like, I thought pressing a button to run was only a thing that they gave to Batman in the Arkham game, because you generally just walked and you had to hold a button to run.
Oh, really? Okay.
I thought that was where that started. Apparently not. Perfect Weapon has this. It doesn't tell you what the fuck it is. But the tank controls too. I'm going back to it. You move one pixel out of the way and he just goes, nope, can't do it. Nope.
What does it say? What does it say? Can't do it.
Yeah, I just can't do it. Let's see here. And the game mechanics are often frustrating and pointless. A good example is the fighting. When hit, you sometimes turn sideways and then are unable to attack, which you see that in our gameplay footage, which, by the way, our gameplay is going to be released as its own video of it.
Yeah,
we'll
absolutely.
go out with. Where did I leave off? Go ahead. If you find where I left off, go for it. I stopped. Turns to others.
Camera angle constantly changes, even when you're fighting, which is stupid. I like the pro tip where it says running is difficult, so run only through open spaces.
Yep. The AI is too extreme, which makes the slow gameplay even more apparent. Been at least 2 hours getting out of the first level. Add this to the vast enemies you meet versus the minimal power-ups, and you'll think Resident Evil was a cakewalk. This weapon quickly runs out of ammo. Pro tip: use the backflip to get out of tight jam. When we found out that you could do a backflip, that was awesome.
That was pretty cool.
That was pretty cool. Leg sweeps constantly. It's cheap and easy move that works well against small enemies. Told you, leg sweep. Sweep the legs, Johnny. It got 4.5 on graphics, 4.0 on sound, which is I don't understand how, and everybody screamed the same. Fun factor of 3.0, that's generous. 2.0.
Man, like, especially those bad guys in the first level, they sound like TIE fighters.
Yeah, they do. They really, 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 really do. It's one of those things where, like, I want to say nice things about the game.
I don't. They knew what they were making with what they put out.
This is why they went under, right?
Yep.
You know what's great about this, that you brought us this Game Informer or this Game Pro about it, is that, we're up. Okay, I want you to see this one last time, because I want to ask you some questions on what you're playing now and doing. It says one of the first true 3D fighting games, next generation. right? That's who gave it.
Okay.
You come over here, reception, score 2 stars, Next Generation.
Well,
So,
I mean,
what
like
can
I
you take away
said,
from
it's
that?
not saying it's good.
It's true. It's
The
not
little
saying that.
blurbs. It's not there. There. It's a nice trick. You know.
It's a politician's way of talking.
Yeah.
It's what that is. Exactly what
Yeah.
that is.
I give it a 1 out of 10.
A 1 out of 10.
That's just what I'm going to go with.
I'm going to give it. Wow. Can I beat 1 out of 10?
Just because I could not beat the first level, even with cheats, the game crashed.
Yep.
And we played it for how long? Like 45 minutes on that first level?
I think so. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
I
and
think
we
so.
got, it's.
Let's not forget the fact that there's no check. I don't think there's really a checkpoint system, was there?
No, not at all.
It was if you just died, I think you just went back to the beginning of the game. And there you were. Or the level. And then it was just good luck, have fun, try to figure it out. Go and do it. Which is not fun. That's not fun for anything.
It's
It
not
wasn't
fun.
when I was with Derek and we were playing Callisto Protocol. Not fun. That's not fun. If especially Callisto Protocol had the problem of you would save your state at a certain spot and then you'd load in the next day and you're back at the checkpoint. So manually saving your spot where you're at was fucking worthless. There was no point in having it there.
I'm also curious about the story because it starts off with like an FMV, like a video, and you're like in a boxing match, but the other dude's got like no boxing gear on, like regular boxing gear, but you have like body armor and shit like that.
Yeah. I wonder if there's
and then you're in the locker room afterwards and you just get like jumped by some alien. And then you wake up in Iceland.
I wonder if there's a perfect weapon
Um,
game, all cutscene. Yes, there is.
Oh.
Full game walkthrough. No, these are walkthroughs. There's the weapon. Different. There is nothing about it on there's just FPS stuffs that you can watch. It looks like it takes you about an hour to play. There's a ninja level. It's kind of like they went with Shaolin Monks before Shaolin Monks was good.
See, that map looked pretty straightforward.
Right. But
there's a forest level. Listen to this music though. Looks like you're on Endor.
Fighting people.
The cast of Cats, the movie.
I mean, yeah.
Okay, this music is pretty good.
I don't know. It started to sound the same, and that's coming from somebody who likes techno music.
They are cat people.
It kind of just looks like there's one type of enemy per level, one or two enemies types, and that's it. That's all you keep. And you're just fighting the cat people. See? Here we go again, cat people. Yep. See how the camera changed and he couldn't hit his attack? See how he changed and he can't hit his attack?
He changes his costume too.
Now we're on fucking goddamn Tatooine.
Wait a minute, what the hell was that?
Sounds like a dragon. Sound like the crate dragon. Dragon people. Sound like falcons.
Lord.
Big dragon boss. Person.
It's a reptile.
Fighting little reptars. This is when
It's
he
probably
get turned into a cyborg. You know.
Oh, jeez. Whoa!
Yo, that boy be bugging.
Dude, if I was just playing
Oh,
this
yeah.
game and I got this far and this dude just doing flips all around the arena, I would just turn off the
I would
console and
just turn
call
it
it a
off.
day. I'd just turn it off. Like, I'm not even gonna try.
I'm done with it.
It looks like they're like examining him on the top right. Like they
Looks like they
scanned
were
his
trying to
body.
make like the perfect weapon.
Well,
Right?
he was a perfect weapon, but
He was. Yeah, I know your camera froze. Um,
Am I back?
no,
Really?
really. I'm telling you, it's a great picture of you. It looks great. It looks amazing.
What the heck? Uh-oh. Are you
Uh
there?
oh. Yeah, I'm here. I'm here.
Oh God.
Need one of those technical difficulty fucking window things.
Hello.
Oh lordy. I mean, it's all right. Supposed to work. It's not working. So yeah, I wish I could not crap on this game, but the game is just bad. I don't really think that there's any like fandom of this game. I really doubt that anybody really cares too much about it. Honestly. Uh
Hello.
Hello.
That-
People in the comments for this video is like, "Ha, this game was one of the first games I had for the PS when it first came out. I thought it was so hard and gave up playing in the first 5 minutes. The ending is anticlimactic. I had this game, could never figure out what to do in it." It's so
Yeah.
yeah.
Perfect weapon.
Kick and kick and kick some more to victory.
This game was shit.
Like I was saying, I wish I could find something good to say really about it, but honestly, I can't. And it's not one of those things that it's because we got it randomly. No, that's the part of the show. That's what the show's doing now.
I'm
It's
going
just
to
bad.
raise my score to a 2.
Good too.
Just because I've never heard the music from the other stages. And I actually dig it for some video game
For
music.
some reason.
I like video game music. I'm kind of digging it.
All right. Well, that's
Other than
good.
that, garbage. Never want to play it again.
So,
Virus.
what are you playing now?
I am playing. All right, so Jesus, Final Fantasy comes out in like a little over a month. Final Fantasy 16.
Now, which one is this one? 16.
16 comes out June 22nd. So a little over a month. Got a month and a week.
A month and a week.
Month
On
and a week.
PlayStation 5.
PS5. PS5.
Yeah. So you're finally getting a PS5. What you're saying?
I got one a couple months ago.
You ain't never told me?
I did tell you this.
Bullshit.
Don't gaslight me. I told you.
Bullshit. No, you
Sent
didn't.
you. I was like, well, guess I got a PS5. It's
What?
on a previous episode.
Is it?
Yes.
Shit.
And
Man,
it's been
listen
like
to you.
6 months since we recorded.
Well, that's also true. Yeah, it's been a long time. But the thing, like I thought you. Oh man. Well, good night, everybody. Yeah, I didn't think about that. I didn't realize that. So you already had a PS5. Wow, my bad. I thought you were still rocking the 4 because we always said that like it had to be something coming out for you to get it, and I didn't realize you had already gotten it.
I ended up just walking into Walmart and there was one in there. I was like, well,
Hey, look, retail price.
retail price, why not? And it was on discount, actually.
Shit, that's right, because you had the VR thing for it too, didn't you? Iron Man one?
I had the VR thing, but I got rid of it. Like,
See, I should have put 2 and 2 together. Not diggity.
wait,
Well,
what? No, I had the
I
VR
th-
thing like 6 months ago.
I thought you had the thing with Iron Man, like the Iron Man one. You were like, I
I
don't
did.
like
I
it.
got it, but then I took it back like a couple days later.
Yeah.
But that's not when I got the PS5.
Oh, okay. All right. So, but you're not playing that now.
The
So,
VR?
no. What are you playing? I asked what you're playing now. We
Oh,
into this thing on PS5. That game comes out in about a month or so.
Final Fantasy?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I decided it was a great idea to start playing 2 games at the same time. One of them being The Outer Worlds on the PC. It's like Fallout in space, basically.
All out in space. Yeah.
Skyrim with lasers.
Skyrim with lasers. Yeah. All right. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
I'm having a blast with that. And then I also just started The Last of Us Part 1.
Ah,
I've never played it before.
nice.
Playing it on the PS5. I didn't buy the PS5 remaster.
Ah, okay.
Oh, excuse me. Just because that's like
$70 still.
$70.
Ah, man, you should have though, because like
Um,
apparently with that one they made everything look better. I think they reworked the game from the ground up, so like combat and things like that are a lot better. Um,
it still like looks pretty good though.
oh yeah, it does. It definitely does.
Yeah, it's
Because
definitely
they
like
released it on the PS5. They re-released it on the PS5 as a remaster, and then
completely
they did
rebuilt. Mhm.
yeah, they did a remaster. They had it on PS4, then they did remaster, and then they did a whole rework. Which
So I have the remaster
yeah, still looks good.
for PS4 that's free.
Oh, are they giving it away on their thing?
They gave it away. It's part of like the PlayStation collection or some shit like that.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Uh so yeah, I just wanted to go through the story, see how that is.
Gut wrenching.
Fucking first 20 minutes already fucking balling, dude.
Yep. So
Already
that was a
crying.
game I wanted to revisit here on the channel. Because I tried playing it a long time ago, but it was so stressful for me to play that game. To get past clickers, all that kind of stuff. It stressed me out. And I couldn't. So I just stopped playing. Now I've seen Derek play it, so I know everything that happens. Watched the show, haven't finished the show. Um, so I love it. It's great. Uh, but yeah, I have not yet played it. So all the way downfall.
Yeah, I've seen what happens, or not seen, but I've heard what happens in the game, in this game and the second game. So
Mm-hmm.
the story is not really. I'm not gonna be like really surprised because
Well, that
I pretty
sucks.
much know the big things that happen, which is fine. Like I mean, it's
Yeah, but still having that little intrigue is that you come across is pretty cool.
right, but then again, it is a 10-year-old game.
Yeah, well, the other thing is like sometimes with some spoilers, I'm okay with hearing a little bit of it because I find out what it is, but it's like the journey to get there is not explained to me. So I might know, yeah, Snape kills Dumbledore, but that lead up to it and what happens and what's been said make it.
Yeah,
Does that
I
make
mean,
sense?
absolutely. I could talk about the very beginning of the game. Like I didn't know it was 20 years in the past of the first game.
When it
You know what
first
I mean?
starts,
When it very first starts, like the prologue.
yeah.
I didn't know it was 20 years before the actual game starts.
Mm.
I knew that he loses his daughter, but I thought it was like he loses his daughter, and then like immediately he meets Ellie or whoever.
Yeah.
But it's 20 years that pass.
Mm-hmm.
So I had no idea about that. And I
No.
didn't know how his daughter died.
Yeah, brutal, right?
That was, yeah, that fucking got me, dude.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
At first, I was like, they get in a car wreck. I'm like, okay, this is how, you know.
This is how it
But no,
happens.
this is how it happens. I'm like, okay, it's already killing me. But then that's not how she dies. I'm like, oh my god. Like I was
Nope.
just filled with rage and sadness and anger. Like,
Yep.
yeah.
Seeing it again in the show is also one of those things you're just like, oof.
Oh, they do that. Oh my god.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. They do it again
I
in the
haven't seen
show.
the show. I haven't seen the show either, and I'm like,
Oh yeah. First episode. They just get that. They just rock and roll that.
They
right out on Front Street. Front Street.
So I don't know. It's sad. like
it only gonna get sadder at some points. Bro.
Oh my god.
It only is.
Yeah.
So have fun with that. Have fun with that.
So I guess it's the next. Have you seen Guardians of the Galaxy, the third one?
I have seen it. I went and saw it in the theater. Did you go?
I haven't seen it. I haven't seen it either yet because I'm afraid of how much I'm going to cry.
Do you like animals?
No. Yes, and I do not want to see them get hurt.
I legitimately almost cried a few times in that movie.
Oh, I cry watching the trailer. I am a sensitive, sassy bitch.
Yes. When it comes to animals, yes. Like there are some things now, because of Pan's Labyrinth, that fucking movie. Like when it comes with people, it affects me, and I can feel myself like going like, "Oh, I'm gonna cry if this keeps up." But you bring animals into it, let alone anthropomorphized animals that feel and have thoughts and can convey emotions, that hurts even more. Yep. And it is a fun movie. But you remember Up? What I keep saying.
Never watched it. Never watched it either.
Okay, so in that movie,
because of
his wife, his wife dies.
I fucking hate it.
And then it's all like, he gets a little boy and they start going on an adventure. Hell yeah, talking dog. He likes squirrels. Everybody's doing. His wife died. All right, we're back on an adventure. We're having fun. Woo 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 woo. His wife died. That's what this movie does. You're just all like, oh shit, this is sad. And like, woo, Guardians of the Galaxy, baby. We're fighting. We're ripping. We're roaring. These friends are locked up. Like, we're having fun. We're doing this. Look, there's Groot. He's a little bit bigger. Look at Rocket's friends, and you're just like, Jesus Christ.
We were having dinner with my girlfriend's family this past weekend,
and
her brother saw it, and he said that there was a little kid in the theater, and that he just says out loud, the kid does, like he yells in the theater. He's like, why is this movie so sad? I'm like, no!
Dude, I'm telling you right now, if I had been sitting next to somebody who started and I could hear them, I probably would have started. Like that was how close I was, like each time.
Bad.
Like, but it is so good. It perfectly wraps up the trilogy on how it is. And we know that going forward, it's going to be different, with these characters being able to make run-ins or turn-ins, coming in, seeing things, cameo spots, if need be. But we now see that the core group is not the same anymore.
Right.
And which is fine.
But it's a good ending. Like,
yes.
Happy.
Yes. Yes.
You know, that I did see, or I did hear, it's like, okay, at least it ends on a good note, but it's the journey that's gonna.
Yes, and we get the best ever character in a movie in Cosmo, the Russian space dog.
The dog
is the best character in that movie. besides from Floor. Because I loved Floor. Floor
Lore.
is Floor. Floor.
Lore.
Floor. Yes.
Floor. Yeah, yeah.
Floor is one of Rocket's friends. It's the rabbit that, like, I guess it had its feet removed, but like spider legs. It has mechanical spider legs and like a bear trap over its face, like where its mouth is at. And I don't
Holy
know.
shit.
It's just a happy little guy. It's just happy.
I just think of the Arachnotron from Doom.
Let me see if I can find a picture. There he is. There's a little
Let's
Floor.
see here.
Look at that cute son of a bitch.
Oh my god.
Look at that cute guy. That cute guy sitting there being all cute. Yeah, cute. Got little spider
Cute, cute.
legs. Oh, he's got his regular legs. He's just got spider legs too. Yeah, there he is.
Yeah.
Hey, look at him. He's a little cute. Cute little guy.
Oh. Whew.
You got Lila, Teefs, Floor. Great movie. Great movie. So.
Lila. Oh.
Yes, sir. So yeah, and I think that's probably gonna be my last superhero movie. Honestly. Probably ever. I'm not gonna go see The Flash. I don't care to see it.
What about the new Spider-Man?
I've heard nothing about it. Oh, you mean Across the Spider-Verse? Nah, yeah. I'm good. The first one was really good. I did like it, but this one seems too big, too grand, and I feel like it's going to be too preachy, which I'm just kind of not down for. But that could just be me. I could be wrong. And I might honestly catch it when it comes to streaming. That might also be the big thing too. Is like is going out and spending the money on these things gets really costly. So I don't know. I might watch it when it hits the streaming. Because I did like the first one. I liked the first one a lot. I thought it was really. But this one just seems really big, really grand with all the Spider-Men and all of them chasing him. You know, it just seems very ambitious and too busy that I'm not gonna. It's not that I'm not stupid and I can't follow along with what's happening. It just seems. I don't know. Just something about it. I just seeming off. I guess
they just don't make him like they used to.
No, I guess not. I mean,
they just don't make them Nightcrawler intro scenes in X-Men 2 like they used to.
That was awesome.
That was really probably awesome. One of the best openings of a superhero movie ever.
That's true.
It really was. Like that was.
It made everybody see what I was saying for many years, which is that Nightcrawler is awesome. And then they finally got to do. No, dude, the latest thing I watched was Scream 6, and crap, what was it? Scream 6. Holy crap! How did I forget?
Did you watch the Mario movie?
Yes.
That's out on streaming once your guys are listening to this now.
Yes, sure did see Mario. Saw it in the theaters. It
Mario
was
Bros.
Fantastic. So I watched Scream 6 the other day because it's at home streaming. It was great. It was really cool. I don't know where they're going to go, if they're going to try to make a second one. I watched Renfield. That's the movie that has Dracula. Of course it has Dracula. Nicolas Cage and Dracula. It was fun. That was a fun movie. It had some pretty good jokes into it. I didn't realize Awkwafina was in it, and so that was a nice surprise. And it was funny. It had some good jokes in it. Dungeons and Dragons was a fun movie. That was a hilarious freaking movie, and extremely good. Also on streaming now. I went and saw Evil Dead Rise, which was fantastic. Loved it.
Okay.
It was. I see a lot of people who are like, "It's not as good as the original movie." And I'm like, "Motherfucker, go watch the original movie. It's slow and boring as shit."
Go fucking touch grass.
Go touch grass. Yeah, exactly. It's so like the first movie was legit an hour and a half too fucking long. Like I sat here and I watched it one night and I was just like, holy shit, I got a whole hour left. Like, holy crap, this movie is horrible. And I guess people think like, oh, go watch the original one. I think they're thinking Evil Dead 2, Dead Till, like Dead by Dawn, or Dead by Dawn. And that's the one that was basically the remake of the first movie because he didn't have the rights to some of the stuff, so he had to reshoot it, and then he made it into a different movie. That's the one that has a lot of the comedy in it, and a lot of the blood that splashes everywhere, and all that kind of stuff. And then, cutting off his hand, and then it turning into, Evil Lash, and which he kills, and then that's what makes Army of Darkness, and for part 3. I think that's what people are thinking of when they say the original one. That's not the original one. The original one is boring as shit. It's not good. But yeah, those are the things I've been kept up on. Sorry, long roundabout way of saying
No, absolutely. It's
that
been
shit
a
was
while.
gross. It has been a while for us to just sit together and talk.
Man. Are you playing any games though? Like, are you playing anything? Are you looking forward to anything?
Diablo, yes. So
Did you play it the other day by chance?
I
forgot to message you.
Yes, I was a part of the
Server Slam.
Server
Come on
Slam.
and slam. And welcome to
the jam.
Diablo.
I had fun with it. It was the first time to play it with Derek, so we got to enough levels. So we were playing together, which made it immensely more fun. I feel like I might have to change the class that I was going to be, because I was going to go Necromancer, and I was playing as a Necromancer, and I feel like they super nerfed Necromancer into the ground. The skeletons were getting like a couple shots and then dead. They weren't staying around for long periods of time. The skeletal mages, when you finally unlock them, so you have your 2 waves, so you can have defender skeletons and mages that shoot and stuff like that, were not as glass cannony as they could be like in 2. So like I said, just a couple hits and they would go down. And generally, when you played Necromancer, you could respawn a skeleton by using a corpse on the ground, and boom, if one of your skeletons was about to go down, you could reanimate a new skeleton, and one would fall and a new one would come forward. Does not happen in this game. Instead, if you blow up another body, it sends like a wave that slowly heals the skeletons you have out on the field.
Oh.
So that kind of works against you. So naturally you want to go corpse explosion with Necromancer because you already have your skeletons that can take hits, and then you'd use the bodies on the ground as mines, basically, that you could blow up. Typically how you would run that. Now you have to decide, do I want to explode those corpses for the damage, or do I have to keep those corpses around in case I need to now summon another skeleton because they go down hard, or to try to heal my skeletons that are out on the field? It turns into like a little bit of a meta game, and I'm not down for that. Necromancer has always been kind of like a one-man wrecking crew whenever you play them.
Absolutely.
And it really feels like I'm trying to run and hide and find somebody else to help me kill things, which is not how that's supposed to
be. Okay.
So I might change.
What classes were available during
all of them?
Oh, really? Nice.
Yeah, all of them.
Cool. I only played the very first beta that very first weekend, and I only got to play for like one evening, and I had a lot of fun.
You and a lot of other people for the server slam, by the way. A lot of people were pissed. They cut it short. They ended it on Sunday. They didn't play it throughout the rest of Sunday. So it was on Friday and Saturday, and they shut it off on Sunday. And a lot of people were pissed.
Well, yeah, but
some people work Saturdays, bro.
Some people work Saturdays, but
And then your idea for Sunday was I'm going to hang out at the house and play some Diablo, and you could
beta test, and Take it or leave it.
I like it. I'm not paying $70 for it. That's for damn sure. So I'll wait for it to go on sale before I get it.
And it looks like the battle pass is gonna be like cosmetics. And it's not gonna start until like July.
I'm good.
So you don't have to even get that stuff because it won't
No.
provide any kind of
Pass. Want to play the game.
right, but I'm saying like the battle pass won't provide any kind of boost or anything.
Which I mean, I'm fine with that.
Yeah,
Just
no, that's how it should be.
Make it cosmetic only. Okay, I'm fine with that. But
Yeah. It's like Fortnite. Yeah.
Fortnite Battle Pass.
Um,
Cosmetic only, huh?
I think so.
As far as it goes with games that I'm playing, I haven't started it yet, but I'm about to venture into the world of Twisted Metal again, and I'm looking forward to playing and 100%ing every single Twisted Metal game. Now, whether we do that here on the channel, that's a different story. Maybe I don't know how we will do it. Maybe it's like maybe I record a whole bunch of episodes of it and be all like, okay, each episode is one of the combatants' stories. Maybe I do it like that. I don't know. Or I just do it by myself and say, screw all you guys, and you'll never know if I actually did all of them and I did them all to 100% completion.
Sometimes you just gotta play games for yourself.
True. But sometimes I like playing with my homies.
Or and you can do a little bit of both.
You know, whenever y'all aren't with me, I kind of start playing things, and I just kind of quickly lose steam on playing things if I don't play with them. So. And yeah, I loaded it up the other day, the first Twisted Metal, and I remember being good at Twisted Metal. It showed me I was not.
You got humbled, boy.
I got humbled real quick. But yeah, I really want to get into that because I've been watching some videos on YouTube about the history of Twisted Metal, different storylines of Twisted Metal, ranking every single ending of every character from best to worst, which is like 104, 124
Jesus.
fucking endings. So it was about a 2-hour long video that I just sat there and was like, like in it.
You hyped for the show, or are you kind of feeling?
I am hyped for the show. You can't really go wrong with it. I feel like, well, that's some strong words to say right now.
Oh, so 3 months later, we're going back to this clip.
Yeah, I know. Well, it's kind of like that movie Postal. The movie Postal. There's not really a storyline to the video games.
I ever saw that.
Ever saw it? Well, it was by Uwe Boll, who did House of the Dead, which was horrible. He did Alone in the Dark, I think, which was horrible. Like he just destroyed. Yeah, it's a first-person shooter game where you're a guy who loses.
Oh, the game. Oh, I thought you were talking about like a movie or.
Well, it is.
Okay.
It is.
Oh,
yeah. It's a guy who loses his job and then he goes on a rampage. That's what the game is. That's basically what it is. And or he needs to do stuff. Yeah. But the movie was just kind of like, this thing happens, this guy goes postal.
Okay.
It kind of, you can do whatever you want. It's a blank slate. Sure, there's a thing with dildos, but whatever.
Yeah, there's dildos in Grand Theft Auto San Andreas. So
exactly. So you can't really go wrong. Twisted Metal, the story only relates to whoever you're playing. So there you go. And it's a different person. It's Anthony Mackie. I don't know if he's piloting one of the cars that we know. It kind of looked like he was in Roadkill. Honestly, looked like he was in Roadkill. But you know what? Let's not talk about it. We just do a Twisted Metal fucking episode. How about that? If we get it on our wheel, we totally forgot about doing our wheel. Are we doing Sega Genesis, Super Nintendo, or PlayStation again?
Let's do a Super Nintendo.
We can do Super Nintendo.
How about we do one of each, and then we spin a wheel for it to be 1, 2, or 3.
You have to come up with a thing to make the wheel because I don't know how to make the wheel. All right.
Well, We'll just roll a d6. 1 and 2 will be Super Nintendo.
All right, we'll do that.
3 and 4 will be
All right.
So it'll be down to 3 choices.
So we got our wheel here for Super Nintendo. Wheel here. Click to spin.
Yeah.
Spin that sucker.
And I guess no rerolls since we got 3 choices.
No rerolls. We got 3 rolls. We got 3 choices. First one is King of Monsters.
King of Monsters.
Fuck, I love that game.
Do you really?
Shit.
I don't think I've ever played it.
Shit. Love that game. It is a fighting game. Shit. All right.
King of Monsters. Oh, that looks cool.
King of Monsters is amazing. Okay, so we have King of
right.
Monsters for Super Nintendo. You want to write that down?
Yep.
Go over to Sega Genesis.
Yes, sir.
Spin the wheel.
King of Monsters.
Oh, that would be so good, dude. And then PlayStation is like Attack of the Monsters or some shit. Sonic Spinball.
Spinball. Okay.
All right. That's just a pinball game, I do believe.
Spinball.
All right. Then
it's a pinball game. Yep.
We're going to pick our wheel here. To PlayStation 1. Click to spin, baby. This one takes a little bit more bandwidth because it's huge. That's what I tell her. Impact Racing USA. Racing. All right.
Impact Racing PS1.
Oh boy.
That game looks really bad. I really hope we don't get Impact Racing.
So, the way we were doing this,
I really hope we don't get Impact
Racing. Is we said any sports games, fighting games, or racing games that if we can, we would do it with each other to compete against each other on it.
So this is not like a typical racing game. It's like
what, Impact Racing?
What was that like? Cruising USA?
Uh-huh.
You remember that game? Like at these stores?
Yeah.
But with guns.
Oh, it's Twisted Metal.
But it's on a track. Like you do laps.
Okay. Impact Racing.
It might not be bad.
Yeah, bro. Yes, it's Mario Kart.
Yeah, Mario Kart with guns.
It's Mario Kart. Nice. All right. We'll figure it out.
Okay. So now we're gonna figure out which one of the 3 we're going to be playing.
Impact Racing, like it might just be one player.
Yeah, I think it's one player.
All right, so we're gonna roll the dice. So 1 and 2 is what? Super Nintendo. Sega is 3 and 4, and Impact Racing is 5 and 6.
Do you have a dice for that?
I'm getting a dice roller up on the screen right now. Okay. That way everybody can see it and know that we are not joking around with it. Okay. Find one that actually interesting. All right. Okay. So here we go.
So 1 and 2 is Super Nintendo, 3 and 4 is Genesis,
5 and 6
PS1.
Go. 3.
So
Sega Genesis. So Sonic
Spinball.
Sonic.
That's gonna be our game for next week.
Sonic.
It looks pretty cool. Not gonna lie, I never played it.
I totally did not know what it was. I thought it was the pinball one.
It's a Sonic Spinball is a pinball game.
Oh, okay. It looks like it's on Steam.
Really?
Oh, cool. Cool beans.
Okay.
So there you go.
Yeah. All right. Cool.
Our next we're going to be talking about. Go ahead. Take us home.
Yeah. Next week. Next episode. It could be next week. Who knows? Sonic the Hedgehog Spinball for the Sega Genesis. Also on Game Gear, Master System, Windows, and Game Boy Advance.
Sweet.
Wow. It looks pretty cool.
So
Yeah.
it looks like it's a pinball game, but it looks like you actually have control over what you're doing. So it's not a full pinball game.
I'm really curious as to how this is going
I'm
to play
very
out.
curious about this. Yeah, I'm very curious about this. I've never played this. I've played Sonic Pinball. What I thought it was.
So I might play it. Oh, it is on the Genesis, so it has a better sound chip than the Super Nintendo.
And
So
it has a better sound
hopefully
chip
we
than the PC version, I guess.
hopefully we get some banging tunes, you know?
Oh, it's gonna be banging.
Yeah. But sweet. So yeah, that's gonna be our game next time. Let us know what you guys think of this new format kind of got going on. If there's any questions, suggestions, anything like that, let us know. Anything else you think?
I kind of feel like if we talk about some stuff and then we review the thing and it's less than an hour long, we're just gonna call it. We're not gonna extend longer than we need to, I think, for the show.
Okay.
Other than that, catch some more gameplay. The Perfect Weapon gameplay is gonna be coming out. We are having a incredible time trying to get everybody lined up to start doing our Warhammer Soulbound playthrough over
That
for
is the
Tabletop Gaming.
understatement of the
It
year.
is something every week. We are going through what every D&D campaign people go through all the time. And then of course, yeah, like the Perfect Weapon playthrough, and then like I said, you might see some fucking Twisted Metal videos coming your way, maybe a whole slew of them. We'll figure it out. Or maybe I'll stream them, who knows. But yeah, that's it. So
Heck
until
yeah,
next
you
time.
can stream them and then do a mega cut, you know?
True, sure could. That's a lot of editing. Yeah, that's a lot.
That's true.
Anybody want to be an editor with no pay?
We'll pay you in botch hands.
Playing bot chance Japanese barbecue sauce.
Oh, man.
So, all right, y'all. Well, thanks a whole lot
Sweet.
for sticking around, and we'll see you next time. Of course, you can always get this wherever you get your podcasts from. And for those of you who like to watch things, it is on our YouTube channel, Front Row Ruckus. See you later.
See you later. Thank you.